Alrighty, here we are in Stormworks, and this is just going to be a quick little walkthrough and showcase of my new little boat. So let's get right into it. So this is just a little tiny thing. I don't quite know why we're spinning right now, but we are. It's only like 11 meters long. I think it's 11 and a quarter. But it's meant to be like a little dive support boat, thing like that. It can definitely be used for like search and rescue and things like that as well. But you do have some diving equipment down here. There is going to be a recharge. I don't have that in yet. We do have little magnets. None of the ship is powered right now, so that is how it will be at spawn. You can always use this door. That is for testing why my volume was so loud, so we'll turn that back down. Pretty simple inside. We got a little bit of equipment and some seating. Not quite sure what that's called. Oh, I grabbed that off another build. I think that was on a plane of mine for a while ago. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to choose a battery. We can turn on A or B, really doesn't matter. We do have the battery display here, so we are slowly draining. We have engines here. We have a bunch of lights, so we have nice nav lights. We do have nuke lights, which is just not under control. And then we have RAM, depending on what you're doing. We do have an anchor light. We have side spots, bow spots, and rear spots, so you can really get lit up. Yeah, sometimes has a use. We also have deck lights. So we'll just go ahead and have battery A on, and we can turn both those engines on right away. They are very quiet little engines. Let's see, we have our throttle, we have our reverse, engine temperatures, autopilot, fuel, all that kind of fun stuff. Current bearing, our speed is right in front of us. I have to floor that, or not floor it, clamp it. We do have the anchor, so we can drop the anchor down, and it will eventually connect. And we do have a little light here showing that it was connected, and then we can just bring it right back up afterwards. This does have a GPS, so we can go ahead and set a random waypoint. We also have radio, so we can press 3 and then just push to talk. Let's see, so both of our engines are on. We can go ahead and throttle up, which is 1. So whenever you are below 55 on the throttle, you do have increased maneuverability. So you actually use the fluid jets to kind of rotate around a little bit quicker. So that's just a little bit nicer. You can also go into reverse here. And that works nicely. That limits your throttle quite a lot. So we can go right back out, and then we can go ahead and throttle all the way up. Gets up to around 50 knots, I believe. There we go, so we're still speeding up. Yeah, pretty close. So it's nice and quick. You can still move around and everything quite nicely whenever you are here. So we can go ahead and look away, and then we can go ahead and put GPS autopilot on, and it will steer us right to it. So that is nice and convenient. Our engines barely move at all. We got a couple of 3x3s in there, so it's nice and silent. And they don't really heat up all that much. They just got one little tiny radiator on each of them. It doesn't do too bad in waves either, so we can go, I don't know why I have a tsunami going. Normal weather is boring, so we can go up to like 33. You do bring the throttle down though, as you would do. You can't just go crazy throughout all of it. So I normally go to like 20 knots or something like that for really big waves and things like that, just because it can get a little bit sketch sometimes. And if you do go flying up off a massive wave or anything like that, just cut the throttle, which is really nice because you have that on space. So you can just press space and then it brings your throttle to 0. So that's a nice little thing to have, but it handles quite nicely in most weather. You just have to kind of drive it correctly. Like I'm going quite quick here, I'm going 43 knots. And it's handling it pretty well. Like I don't feel not safe doing this. Let's see, yeah, so that's all of our lights and everything like that. Looks like I gotta paint something down there. Yeah, so you can hold a couple of people. It's not too big. You got some more seating back here. This is just kind of meant to be like where you're getting ready to go diving and things like that. We do have a recharge, fire extinguisher, and then we have our fuel, so we can pump in or fill. We have a hose here, and then we have an electrical cable here. And you can make your way all the way around to the front, where we have winch controls and some extra rope. So we can go ahead and make our way back. And that's pretty much it. It's quite a simple little build. I think it turned out pretty well. I'll probably do some more detailing and finishing up every once in a while. whatever the rest of my day looks like. But yeah, I'm happy enough with it right now. It's a pretty simple build. It literally just took like a day. So you can't expect too much, but it operates quite nicely. It can go for about 70 kilometers, something like that, so it's not got a ton of fuel, but it's enough. You can play around with it. Yeah, it's enough for what you need. If you're going to go anywhere far, you can always just extend the tank out. It's really quite simple. I may make a search and rescue version of this because this is more diving oriented. Yeah, that might have more fuel or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, that's probably it for this. But yeah, so this should be on the workshop soon, and I will put it in the description whenever it does release. So thanks for watching.